Welcome, everyone. This is Scurv X, your host for the Scurv podcast. Look at this visual. Look at this image that I created. It's a man with 6 arms. 6 arms. 6 arms to symbolize what's in his hand, money. Now, why does he need 6 arms? Because he's given away so much of his money, so much of his resources, and there's a never-ending crowd off into the horizon looking to come take his money, and he's giving it away because he wants to be liked. He wants to be loved. That's why the title of this particular segment is, Are You Too Nice to Be Rich? Stop being good and start being wealthy. Now, I don't mean that to say that you have your inner circle and you cannot help them. No, I don't mean that. The tried and true people in your life, they ride for you and you ride for them. But the majority of people out here, I hate to say it, they're leeches, they're takers. Let me tell you something. If you ever have the nerve to say, hey, listen, I loaned you that, you need to give it back. They'll tell you, or they'll give you their backside to kiss. We ain't paying you back, S-H-I-T. And then the realization happens. All of the smiles and giggles and warm, fuzzy moments, it was all about getting from you. So now, it's a different story. You gotta wake up. See, you were sold a story, a clean, shiny fairy tale. It told you that if you worked hard, followed the rules, and stayed a good person, life would reward you. It told you that karma would send you a paycheck. It told you that being honest and kind would somehow unlock wealth. The story is comforting, isn't it? It feels good. Most people were taught this, but it's not how money works. Money does not care about your morals. It does not care how polite you are. It does not care if you're loyal to your job or generous to your friends. Money, in actuality, is neutral. It flows toward control. It flows toward leverage. It flows toward those who understand human nature. Look at the photo again. All of these people coming around. Now, they all can't have a sob story, but they see a free ride. While you are trying to be liked, someone else is trying to own the table you're sitting on. While you're waiting for approval, someone else is building power in silence, usually with your resources that you've given them. You're bringing a resume to a battlefield. I'm not here to comfort you. I'm here to wake you up. Most of us wake up after a while, and some of us wake up too late. If you want wealth, you must drop the need to be liked. You must stop begging the world to be fair. The economy is not a family picnic. It's a competition. You're bleeding money because you want validation. You pick up the tab. You loan money to people who never pay you back. You buy gifts you cannot afford. You stretch your budget just to look successful. You are paying a likability tax, and you need to stop it. When you're building wealth, you must be tight with your money. People may call you cheap. Let them. They will laugh at you now and ask for loans later. Saving is not greed. Saving is building a fortress. Looking rich is the fastest way to become poor. The world pushes you to spend so you can prove your worth. That's a trap. A car that drains your income is not power. It's a leash. A closet full of designer clothes means nothing if your bank account is empty. You must silence your ego. Accumulate in the dark. Wealth that nobody knows about gives you control. Debt that everybody sees makes you a slave. Choose wisely. Nothing is more expensive than something free. When you accept favors, you accept chains. When someone gives you a deal, they expect something back. Even if they never say it, the debt sits in the air. Pay your way. When you pay, the transaction is closed. You owe nothing. You walk away clean, Freedom is worth more than a discount. Most people chase cheap. They spend hours trying to save a few dollars, but never invest in knowledge that can earn them thousands. They scroll for free entertainment, but pay with their attention, their data, and their focus. They think it is free, but they are the product. Start paying for value. When you invest in your growth, you pay attention. When you spend money to learn, your brain forces you to take it seriously. Tax your ignorance, invest in your expansion. Look at your bank statement. It tells the truth about you. It shows where your power goes. Streaming services, food apps, gadgets, clothes, that's consumption. But who is paying you? If your only income comes from one employer, you're a business with one client. That's dangerous. If that client leaves, you collapse. You must shift from consumer to producer. Stop thinking about what you want to buy. Start thinking about what people are desperate to solve. People buy to ease fear, to gain status, to feel safe, to feel important. Study that. It's real. The market rewards value, not effort. If you solve a big problem, you get paid big. If you work hard on something nobody needs, you get nothing. That's not unfair. That's reality. Most people feel loss more than they desire gain. That fear keeps them small. They save money but never invest it. They avoid risk and slowly lose to inflation and rising costs. Money is a tool. Tools must be used. You cannot grow if you're terrified to act. Yes, you will lose sometimes. That is tuition. That is data. Learn, adjust, move again. The market does not care about your feelings. It responds to courage and calculation. Detach your self-worth from your bank balance. If a loss destroys you emotionally, you're not ready for expansion. Build a financial callus. Become steady. Become strategic. Stop announcing your moves. Stop chasing attention. Loud money attracts envy, scammers, and pressure. Quiet money attracts options. Live below your means while building above your dreams. When you have savings and no visible need, you negotiate from strength. You can walk away from bad deals. You can say no without fear. True wealth is not the car. It is the freedom to ignore your phone. It is the ability to walk away from people who disrespect you. It's the power to choose. Human beings are predictable. They are driven by fear and desire. Every booming industry sells an emotion. Beauty sells confidence. Fitness sells respect. Finance sells security. Stop judging it, study it. If you understand what keeps people up at night, you understand how value is created. People want simplicity, speed, connection, certainty. Solve those needs, and you will not have to chase money. It will chase you. The good person tries to change human nature. The wise person understands it. Accept reality and build around it. You cannot get wealthy trading only your time. There are only 24 hours in a day. To grow, you need leverage. That can be systems, investments, content, or people. Structure creates scale. If you build something valuable, others can help you grow it. Align incentives, reward results, but always protect the core asset. Own the brand, own the customer relationship, own the vision. Wealth grows when your income is no longer tied to your physical effort. Life is not fair. Stop waiting for it to be. Complaining about unfairness does not change your position. Studying the system does. Learning the rules does. Using strategy does. You're not paid for effort, you're paid for value. Once you accept that, you stop whining and start building. Growth changes you. You will think differently. You will spend differently. Some people will not understand. That's fine. Silence is powerful. Strategy requires space. You cannot hear opportunity in constant noise. Get comfortable being misunderstood. In the end, the money is not the real prize. The real prize is who you become. Disciplined, observant, rational, self-controlled. You can stay on the crowded, comfortable path, or you can choose the cold road of strategy and power. Nobody is coming to save you. You either build your throne or you stay in the crowd. The crown is heavy. It will cut your hands, but it is yours to pick up. Many of us have to understand that and learn that. And this is the lure of social media. You know, I went into an establishment the other day and there was a piece of fly tape hanging from the ceiling. And I just stared at it for a while. I was in line, so I had to wait. I'm staring at this fly paper. And there are a bunch of flies on there dead. There are a bunch of flies on there buzzing. And I knew there was a lesson in this. And it helped me to understand the words that came to me early this morning that I just shared with you. And it hit me. Social media groups, social media ideologies, the thoughts, how people come together on a thought and they're trapped in that thought. But social media platforms are making money off of that. See, I'm just going to say it this way. We have so many Black people, melanated people, and all people actually, but especially Black people that are stuck on that fly paper. They're stuck and they're all buzzing. They're all talking about how things are not fair and how this is not good and how we have it so hard. Yes, accept it. Life is not fair. Life is hard. You got to do what you have to do to make ends meet and go over and above. Because to sit there every day and go to your favorite content creator who complains about, oh, we were done wrong. Yes, we were done wrong. Yes, we were tortured. All these things should have made us stronger. It shouldn't have us in a place of being broken forever and sitting down and waiting for something that's probably never ever going to come. You know you built something for someone else. Well, build something for yourself now. You showed that you can build something, right? You showed that you can help to build a country, right? You were already great, but they erased it out of the history books. So you don't know, and they taught you something else. But you have the energy to go every day on social media. You have these groups where women are saying how bad men are, and how men are saying how bad women are. And the other groups, oh, the white man owes me this and he did me wrong. Well, what are you, in a love affair with him? Be in a love affair with yourself. You have the capability to do for others. Let me tell you something too. I didn't know my conversation was going to take a turn this way, but we're going to flow with it. Why is it that we can work hard for someone else? Work hard and be proud of it. Huh? And when it comes time for us to do for ourselves, we're lacking. We have no drive. What is that? I'm not hating on anybody. I'm just telling the truth. Why do we have to constantly go out and buy these designer clothes that we found out were made in China and they slapped the label on it like to make it seem like it was from Italy? The leather you get is from Nigeria, but they make it seem like it's the finest leather from Italy. Oh, please. You need to wear your stuff externally to feel good about yourself? I know people for decades, oh, I bought this and I went to this place and I bought, and it cost this much, whatever. Now you feel like a damn fool now, don't you? And you're trying to validate externally. Give me a t-shirt, give me a pair of shorts, give me a pair of Crocs. I'm the best on the block. Because I don't need the external validation. Yes, I do have nice things and I do want a few nice pieces when I go to a special event, fine. But that doesn't make me. When people see me wearing something nice, it's not the clothes that they're looking at, it's the fact that I showed up. That's the difference. Build a name for yourself. Build a reputation for yourself. Build something that people are so confident in that when they show up, they know you have value. But we put our money toward the wrong things with the wrong mindset. We spend. We're broke again. We go back to the job and complain about the job. The job is not doing anything for you because you're trading off time for money. What is wrong with you? And at the end of the day, the system doesn't work. Well, make your own system within the system and make it work. Now, many people will say, well, Lance, that's all well and good. And business, black people don't stick together. I've known that forever. I know that we're leeching. We eat each other up like a virus. But when you see other businesses, when you see the Chinaman, when you see the white man, when you see the Indian, they let you come in and spend your money with them. So I'm going to just think about black folks who, when they see you like crabs in a barrel, they want to pull you down. Talk about you, gossip about you, secretly throw the mental energy that you fail. If you want to come on in and deal business with me, we'll do it fairly. If not, see ya. The world is big. We need to bust down the barriers, the mental barriers that we have, and go beyond that. We understand what has happened with us. We understand, well, not all of us understand. Well, we should understand the mental conditioning that was put on us. And it's our responsibility to go now and clean it up. We can't wait for somebody else to clean it up. Nobody's going to come out of the sky. And that's why religion is so powerful, because we feel so bad about ourselves and so helpless and so much like victims that the same one that did something to us is going to come to the sky and help us out and do for us. And I see that problem here in the motherland. They're waiting for the white Jesus to come through and help them. Their identity, what is it now? Oh, destiny helper. Identity, that word popped in my head because the identity is another issue. That's a whole other video. Trust me. How we see ourselves with the bleaching cream and the straight hair and, oh God, the nose jobs. And how are we going to come out of the ditch when the wheels don't turn? You have a car that gets stuck in a mud ditch or a pothole. And if the wheels are not turning, how are you going to come out? You're still doing the same things you always have done, and it never works for you. This is why me as an independent thinker, totally independent. There's nobody connected to me when it comes to my thinking. There's nobody who can abandon me and make me feel I'm on my own. And I've always known that I'm on my own. My 2 feet tell me that. Even when my parents were alive and walking next to me, they had their feet and I had my feet. And if I wanted to move about, I had to put one foot in front of the other. So how the hell is somebody going to tell you or make you feel like you need them? No. You can learn from people, and they don't have to tell you. You can observe. Learn to be observant and learn how things work. Keep your emotions out of it. Keep your insecurities out of it. Work on those things independently, but learn how things work. Once you have that knowledge, you can never go wrong. But too many of us, again, are sitting down like flies on fly tape, fly paper, and we're buzzing. We're never going to come off of that paper because we're stuck in those mentalities. And again, that's what social media helps to reinforce, because you get around other people who are broken like you in the same way, and you all buzz at each other. Men ain't no good. Women ain't no good. Racism. Yes, we know racism is there. But you should have such a mind and, go rise up to the challenge and whip this bad boy. Whip it. Be shrewd. Think around it. Play the game. Know how it works. I want to know how things work. I wanted solitude. I didn't want noise. I didn't want to be around certain mentalities. This is why I find myself way up. And even those around me can't see me because I got a nice big wall up. And I don't want to be bothered by none of them. Don't bring your mentalities to me. You can't. I'm sovereign. I think to myself. I think for myself. And I know that I can manifest anything that I crave in this universe as long as the Creator signs off on it. And I don't need to be around anybody needing their mind. My mind is too powerful. The thoughts that I was thinking this morning had me get up, and I've been so motivated. Trust and believe that. And this day is a blessing. I'm going to utilize it 1,000,000% and squeeze out every second of every minute, every hour of this day. And this is how we should be thinking. Stop whining. Take your emotions out of everything. Stop being so nice. Don't think that this world is fair, that karma is watching you to save up a big check to give you back all the money and energy and what you've given to people. Just don't give no more if it's not going to serve you back. Again, those in your trusted inner circle, even when they're not in your inner circle, but you see they move a certain way, you can look out for them. But when you do, don't expect anything back. That's your tithing to the universe. Put it that way for those who are religious. But it's on you. You have your own 2 legs, your 2 feet, your 2 eyes. See, when you're hungry, nobody else's brain is feeling it, right? When you're full, the next man is hungry, they're not feeling it. They have to do what they have to do to put food in their stomach. This sense of connectedness, and we all are one, and we must live together. And yeah, fine, we can coexist together as long as I'm doing myself right and you're doing yourself right. But I'm not going to sit here and cry over your bad decisions that you saw coming. You saw it coming. People advised you against it, and now you're in a sorry state of affairs. You need to cry. You need to adjust your thinking. I know I have. When I made decisions that weren't too proper, I had to face the consequences. And in facing the consequences, guess what? I said to myself, I am not doing this ever again. I'm very clear on that. Another thing you have to do is cut off people who don't value you. If they don't value you for who you are, you have to cut them off. You have to cut them off. If you continually take disrespect, you're disrespecting yourself. You don't need that in your life. You don't need to bend to make somebody else feel tall. You don't have to take insults and disrespect so that you can be a part of something that doesn't want you anyway. I don't force myself, never in my life. When the party is going on, if I wasn't invited, I'm not going. Matter of fact, sometimes when I'm invited, I don't want to go either. Make your own party. Have your own gathering. Control your own life and your own destiny. You'll enjoy it a whole lot better. I'm not into looking at what anybody else has. I'm into creating what comes from my soul. You all know that about me all of these years, 25 years online. I'm going to keep saying that too. 25 years in social media, and I'm still here waking up with enthusiasm. It's changed so much. The game has changed. It was a lot different back then. And to me, a lot better. But whichever way it turns, for me, I'm going to do and produce what it is from the inside that I have to, and nothing on the outside could ever change that. And that's why we have to have that stick-to-itiveness. If you notice in life, whatever fashion trends are out there, there are people who go out there and change their whole wardrobe just to keep up with the trends. You know, if you had to wear orange pants and purple polka dot shirts, there are people out there that are going to try to wear it. But that person who has a solid wardrobe, that no matter what the trends are, it always comes back around to what's classic. The original mission, who you are at the core. I can evolve, but my DNA at the core will not change. To progress every single day, to come up with new ideas, to express what I feel from the soul, that's not changing. I'm not going to jump on any trending bandwagon on social media or in life. So therefore, you can't sway me to stop being who I am. You got to be solid first in who you are when you attack this world in a righteous way to make gain for yourself and to grow. If you don't know who you are, you'll never get anywhere. You can act and feign confidence, but if you're not truly confident, where you find yourself now is where you'll find yourself in the future. And I'm quite sure you've been in that same spot for many years. whining over the past on something you cannot change, crying over spilt milk, missing out on the present, and destroying your future because you're thinking about the past. I talk about that all the time. That's done with. I'm done. I'm here right now on this particular day. I don't know anything about all of the videos I've done. I'm here right now. And from this point on, we will build. Maybe one day after I'm gone, you can look over all that I've done. Fine. Reminisce on that stuff. Fine. But I'm not stuck or attached to anything that's going to stop me from moving forward. And that's the key. You need to stop being so nice. Are you too nice to be rich? Stop giving yourself away. And it's not just money. It's your resources, your emotions, your mind. People will be right around, just like in this photo here that I created, to keep taking. And they'll throw that sorry face to make you feel sorry for them. When they count the money that you made, they're laughing at you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I definitely have a lot more to say on this topic, but there's a couple other things I'm going to speak about today. Make sure to go to Scurv X and sign up there to get everything that we have here and that we have that we can't put here. That might be a little bit more hardcore or controversial. Anyway, I love the fact that you spent the time here with me. I appreciate you. Scurv, on to the next one. Peace.